Welcome back to Raising Autism. My name is Anthony, and today I want to talk to you about a movie that is coming out on Netflix. This movie is called Cuties. So, let me read to you a little bit about this movie that Netflix is putting out. So, it's called Cuties, and it's coming out September 9th. And it's about Amy. This is what Netflix writes. Amy, an 11-year-old, becomes fascinated with a twerking, dancing crew. Hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity, defying her family's traditions. So, I watched a little bit of the previews. This little 11-year-old girl, she is in a Muslim family. I think it takes place in France. And yeah, they're conservative. It's a conservative family, a traditional Muslim family. And this girl starts hanging out with these other girls that are doing all these very improper dance moves. It's almost like that these little girls are trying out for a gangster rap video, but they're 11. They aren't grown women. They are 11-year-old little girls. If you ever seen twerking, it's very sensual. Very, very sensual. So I only watched a little bit about the previews. It's very, very disturbing. And this is what is so disturbing for me. So today, my wife and I, we went downtown. There was a march to end human trafficking, specifically child sex trafficking, which is it's getting more known about, but not enough. So where I live downtown, with the BLM protest, the streets were full. They were full. You know, I'm for justice. I have nothing against justice. There needs to be justice. But where is the children's justice? Why aren't people speaking out for these kids who literally don't have a voice? There were maybe 100 people there today. There may be more there now, but when I was there was barely any people. Hollywood's Me Too movement was huge. Hashtag Me Too, hashtag Me Too, they touched me. Grown women or grown men speaking out, which is it's wrong. People should keep their hands to themselves. But they're grown-ups. These are children. And Hollywood hasn't made a peep. Why is it? I'm not some conspiracy theorist, but I do believe a lot of pedophilia goes on in Hollywood. Why else wouldn't they say anything? They said all sorts of stuff about the Black Lives Matter movement and the Me Too movement, but they don't say nothing about this child sex trafficking. Coincidence? No, it's not. All right. Also, another thing, I don't want to get too off topic. I know it's about cuties, but this all goes in. It's all one, right? You have little girls dressing up like strippers. Now, excuse me if I'm too blunt or anything like that, but I have a daughter, and as a father, it is a horrible thing to see these cute little girls. They're cute little girls, but they're violating them. They're desecrating their bodies, right? These are children that God created. They're special. And it's like when they're doing these dances, it's like it's a vile thing. Children are special. We are created in the image of God. You know, so what I'm getting at here is you have these little girls dressing up sensual, dancing very sexually, and then we have a problem with pedophilia, right? Are we starting to see the connection here? Is this going to help pedophiles back off, or is it going to start There's going to be weirdos watching this movie, starting to get thoughts about little children dancing like strippers, bouncing their butts around. How is this going to help end the movement? How is this going to help end child sex trafficking? Right? This movie is not going to help. Not at all. It's only going to make things worse. I want to use this YouTube video, this YouTube channel, as a platform to speak out against this evilness. This is pure evil. This is what happens when sin just completely overtakes a country and no one has nothing to say about this. Why? I think that everyone should not watch this movie on Netflix. And not only that, I think that we all need to do something, whether it's email Netflix, just cause a ruckus. I'm not talking about breaking stuff or anything, but just make your voice heard. Speak out against this movie, and also against child sex trafficking. I've seen videos just on Facebook of little children in very disturbing situations, and it just puts a knot in my stomach and in my throat, just completely devastates me, and I can't get the images out of my head, and I almost wish I'd never seen them, but I'm glad that I did, because it stirs me up to want to do something. While we're all sitting at home in our couch with our family, there are kids who have been snatched out of their house, out of their comfort zone, and put into a cage to be sexually assaulted and sold, raped and molested to just sickos. Think of how these children must be in fear, scared. They're not in the comfort of their home. They're locked away somewhere, being treated like an object. This is not okay. And this movie is not helping. It is only going to make the problem worse. It will only make the problems worse. Look, I want to read something. You may not be a Christian, you may not agree with the Bible, but I want to read something out of the Bible, because when I think of all these evil things, this is what I think of. So please allow me to read this. It's from Romans chapter 1, verses 28 through 32. So let me read. It says, "And just as they did not see fit to acknowledge God any longer, God gave them over to a depraved mind, to do those things which are not proper," right? Not proper. "Being filled with all unrighteousness, wickedness, greed, evil, full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, malice. They are gossips, slanderers, haters of God, insolent, arrogant, boastful, inventors of evil, disobedient to parents, without understanding, untrustworthy, unloving, unmerciful. And although they know the ordinances of God, that those who practice such things are worthy of death, they not only do them, but also give heartily approval to those who practice them." Think of what's going on. Think of all the sick, sin-filled things that are going on right now. And then think of that. I guess this is just the vent. I'm just, after going to this, on this march to end human trafficking, and then seeing Cuties, it's enough. And not seeing it all over the news. There was no news media. Where's all the news coverage? You don't see it. If it were anything else, it seems like you would see it. But we talk about justice. We talk about human rights. Are they not humans? Do they not deserve justice? Speak up. Speak out against this. Thank you for watching.